definitely get rid of them. Like when I fought Larry Holmes and hurt him, I rushed. My trainer said, when you hurt somebody, don't rush. Take your time and you get more sharper shots in. Did you rush when you Oh, you just clipped them and stuff, right? Yeah, when you hurt somebody, you gotta calculate a lot more better than that because he hurt a little bit, and you gotta pick your shots. I rushed when I fought Larry Holmes. I was in experience. I only had 14 fights. I rushed, and then I looked at it last time. I looked at the end of the fight. I looked at it and said, "Yo, man, I rushed." And my trainer said, "Yeah, if you would have took your time when he was hurt, we could have got him out of there." I rushed. Watch the fight. Yep, I shouldn't have rushed.
I got you on there to talk about the fight, champ. But I know he's talking with Franklin. One of his fighters.
We're talking to Franklin. He's undefeated. He's in England. I'm just keeping in touch with all the boxers I'm affiliated with.
You need me to do
and the Derek Chisora and Tyson Fury fight just ended. They got me on podcast, and we talking to the next champ over there. How you pronounce your last name? Iglesias, Franklin Iglesias, undefeated. Huh? Ignatius. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, champ? Stuff together over here. I'm gonna call you back. All right. I'll call you back tomorrow because it's late over there, right? Yeah, I'm gonna watch the Tyson Fury fight at the beginning because they called me. I was supposed to have a meeting over here at Brian's house, and it was like what a half an hour before I go, and I just called over there to talk to him. He said the fight is on, and I rushed over here. It took me like
5 minutes.
His friend of ours, Frank, called said, "Yo, you better hurry up over there." So I rushed over. If they would have told me, I'd have been over here. Keep in touch with me, champ, if you need me, okay?
Turn the light on.
No problem. Nope. Huh? Yeah, just next week. Just get in contact to me so I can see how you looking now, how you moving around, and maybe I can help you with something. Okay, that was pretty good. That little bit that we were working with through the video. Some of it helped you and everything. But just get in touch with me. So you didn't talk to me, and you went ahead, and now you beat that guy. You beat him.
Hold on.
Whoa, I'm not saying that you did it. You did it. Hopefully there was some things that I talked to you about that helped you in there. So okay, keep in touch with me, okay? All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, that was Franklin.
Is he a good fighter?
Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah.
What weight?
He's a heavyweight. He's undefeated.
Franklin, what's he ranked?
I can't pronounce his last name. I can't pronounce his last name.
What's he ranked at? Is he ranked at?
Oh no, he's undefeated. He's up and coming.
Oh,
he's about 10-0, 7-0, 10-0, like that.
10,
yeah. So if I was in England, I'd be training him and stuff.
Does he have the skills? Did you see him? I mean,
you're live, Tim.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He said I was live. Okay.
You're live.
Yeah, so no, Franklin, like all these young guys, they just need direction. That's all. All kind of directions. I'm a type of guy that like to run and train with the boxers sometime, just to let them know. They say, well, if my trainer run with me, if my trainer hitting the heavy bag, man, that's confidence. That's a little bit of confidence. So I like doing that. Like when chopping wood, I chop wood with the boxers. I chop with it. Wow, this guy. You got some trainers out there with like this. And they just want to be like big and all that with the tuxedo on.
And you don't have many trainers out there that actually fought either.
Well, there is a lot of trainers out there today that I don't think really fought. There's some of them just had amateur fights. Like for instance, Tyson Fury got. I have nothing against him. Sugar Hill, he never fought. And I think that a fighter that did fight will help him a little bit more. I'm not taking nothing away from Sugar Hill, but it's a fact. It's a fact. If there was somebody that fought before and experienced something, they can help Tyson Fury even more. And like I said, I love Manuel Stewart. That's my man. We had a lot of time together. Sugar Hills is his nephew. But yeah, that's his nephew. But and I hate to talk about things like this.
No,
he doesn't bring nothing to the table, but he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. I'm not gonna say he don't bring. Maybe he does bring. Maybe Tyson Fury likes him. That brings something to the table. It inspires Tyson Fury that Sugar Hill's in his corner. But other than skill wise and stuff, I don't think he bring nothing to the table. But Tyson Fury, you could tell Tyson like him, and that's something that you could bring to the table. If somebody inspires you, bring them around you. But in terms of teaching, he doesn't bring nothing to the table.
Yeah, that's the same with people and with positive people.
Positive people, yeah.
Not negative.
Yeah.
But so who should Fury give the chance to next?
I don't know.
I mean, who's in line?
I can't even pronounce the name of the.
I don't know. You got Deontay Wilder, which he fought a couple of times. You got Anthony Joshua would be a big fight over there. Anthony Joshua talking about getting Roy Jones. And Roy Jones, I love him also, but he's a mover. He moves around. Anthony Joshua needs somebody that's going to have his defense tight, teach him how to chop block jabs, teach him how to slip, stay in the pocket instead of move around. Like them guys was telling him hit and don't be hit. That's crazy. Hit and don't be hit.
You want to talk about getting picked on? They pick on me all the time.
Hit and don't be hit. Is kind of like.
Wait, we got people in the chat, Tim.
Oh,
what's up, Tim?
Hey.
Kyle Turner, Don. I can't see Spinowski, Bruce Boxing. Hey, Bruce, we just pulled it up, man. Just because whatever. You welcome. You missed it. I know he did. He missed the other. Well, he watched enough of it to have an opinion, right, champ? You have talked to Blood Green lately. Yes, we have, and we're going to be doing some bringing a doctor up to him. We got a lot of great stuff happening.
Yeah, we also we getting the former boxers together if they sick, if they need help. We're trying to get in touch with them. We're already in touch with Blood Green. He can't walk, and we're getting him a doctor. We're gonna ride up to where he's at in Queens, and we're gonna take him to a doctor and get all his physical stuff together so he can walk again. I mean, he can walk, so he can get himself together and be self-sufficient. So I like doing these type of things. And this is what we're going to do. We got, like I said, we got Blood Green. We got a whole lot of boxers that we're working with. We're just going to try to bring them all together. We can't forget about each other. I had a career in the boxing game, and it's over now. So I want to keep in touch with a lot of the former boxers. We don't have a union. We did. A lot of us didn't save our money or manage our money properly, and I think that this is well needed. Let's go help the ones that need help. I got MG. I run every day. I hit the heavy bag. I do the hammer. I do sit-ups. Exercising. Out of 8 siblings in my family, everybody got diabetes and high blood pressure. I got high blood pressure, but I don't got diabetes. Out of 8, I got 2 more. I got 10 siblings. I got to ask my other 2 siblings that my father, they my sisters and brothers, Freddie and Dion. I got to ask them if they got diabetes. But all the brothers and sisters from my mom got diabetes and high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes. So I'm doing something right. I'm staying exercising. I'm eating right. I was vegetarian for 5 years. And then when times got hard financially, I went back to just eating chicken and fish. I haven't eaten beef and pork for 55 years. I haven't eaten that for 54, 55 years, but something to that because I'm the only one out of the siblings that I grew up with that don't have diabetes. So
diet is real important.
Diet is real important. So,
very important. If you're pre-diabetic and you go on a strict diet, you can actually control it, not get it.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get somebody else to not. Yeah, go ahead. Whisper something on my. This is my daughter. Just get back. Kids today, they just don't know what's going on. Oh, I forgot we was on live. Yeah. Okay. So that's my daughter, Shania. She's from Tottenham, England. I went over there and stole her from the country. And she lives with me. And when I was fighting, we wrecked Don King's camp. She whispered something in my ears. So when I was fighting, and all the fighters, and we was in Don King's camp, and they get paid every Friday. They get a little bit of money from Don King. Some of the boxers. So I was champion, and I had money, but I was like lending some of the boxers money, and they didn't have money, and they would get money and pay me back on the weekend. So with this one weekend, Friday, Carl King, somebody's supposed to bring the money around and pay the boxers, give their weekly salary or wherever it was. So this particular weekend, Carl King didn't show up. So everybody was getting mad. Blood Green was there too. Blood Green, Dwight Davidson, Azuma Nelson had his own management thing, and he was separate. So he had money. He was doing good, but there was a lot of other boxers was there. Artie McLeod, that's Bernard Hopkins' uncle. He was fired too. Artie McLeod, several other boxers. There was a lot of other boxers there. So they all got in the car and ran around to Don King's house, which is about 3-4 miles away from. We was in Orwell, and I think he lived in Windsor. So we drove around there in cars, like 3 or 4 cars, and so they bypassed Don King, had a big mansion, beautiful, and they went to Carl King's. Carl King's had a nice house. So we went and knocked on the door. They went and knocked on the door. Everybody got out their cars, said, knock on the door, boom, 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 boom. Blood Green was there too. He had a shotgun. I don't think Blood Green had a shotgun. But he didn't bring it. He didn't bring it to the house. He didn't bring it to the house though. He didn't bring it to Carl's house. So, and I love Carl, man. He had it hard. He had it rough. He had to make decisions. He's okay. Let's get back. So he went to the house, and they kept knocking on it. So nobody answered. Then we left. We started to leave. Then somebody saw the blinds open upstairs. They saw something open upstairs, and they say, somebody in there. I seen the blind move. So they started banging on the door even harder, even more. So we said, all right, let's go back. Let's go. They was mad too because they didn't get their money. So we all got in our cars and we drove back to the camp, which is about 6 miles away. Let me see, 6, maybe a little bit less. So we drove back to the camp. And when we got to the camp, they started breaking windows out, shooting up everything. They started shooting, bam, bam, shooting the whole camp up and breaking everything and breaking everything. So it rained, and holes started leaking. Water started leaking through the buildings. But Don King had already knew, and he was flying from the West Coast. He was flying the West Coast to straighten everything out. And when he got there, boy, he was mad. He was calling everybody one by one in there. He kicked if it was like 30 or 40 people there, he kicked like 25 out, couldn't come back. They had to get on buses. They had to fly back. Some of the boxers there, they couldn't get no money. They couldn't borrow money off of him, or they couldn't just do the things they used to do with Don. So I was almost one of the last ones that to get interrogated. So when I came in, he said, look, I can't believe that y'all guys did that. And I said, Don, those guys needed money. They needed money, man. He's like, you he said, you can't. he said something like you. He said, I'm through with you too. He said, you get out of here. So I walked out. And so there was a guy, there was a person there, Abdul Rahman, who was Muhammad Ali's security. He was in Muhammad Ali's security. And I met him from when I used to spar with Ali, and I've been keeping in touch with him. And he was like telling us a lot of things that we should do. He was like mentoring us. But all the bad stuff was going on. He was like, get us together and say, look, man, I think y'all should do this. This is the first time I'm saying this on the media, but Abdul was trying to tell us, even though he was working with Don, he was trying to tell us things to do to try to make things better. He would sit down and talk with us and tell us how to deal with Don King if we can. But after that happened, he called us, he gave us a name. And I'm telling my marketing director, this was in the back of my head, and I'll be calling all the boxers, talking to the boxers, and they be saying, when we're going to get this thing started, the Raiders of Boxing. So Abdul Rahman, when we came back, he said, man, y'all crazy. Y'all the Raiders of Boxing. He said, y'all the Raiders, y'all raided over there and raided everything up and broke everything up. He said, y'all the Raiders of Boxing. And so a couple of guys were saying, yeah, the Raiders and stuff, right? And I said, whoa, that sounds pretty good. So we started buying shirts and hats and jackets and putting Raiders of Boxing on it. Because after
What year was this?
that had to be around 85, 86 in that area, or maybe a little bit before that. So we stuck together. In my fights, we used to say Raiders before I got Raiders. After Raiders. Yeah. So when I retired, I just wanted to try to keep that. I wanted to try to keep that going on because Abdul Rahman, everybody knew him. I just wanted to keep him alive too by bringing that about because we had shirts, we had everything. We took pictures and we stuck together. So I still wanted that movement to keep going. I'm not going to let that die. So we're going to start making shirts. My amateur team is going to be called the Raiders of Boxing. I had this in the back of my head 20 years ago, but I never got to doing that. And they know who they are.
It's all for the boxers.
It's all for us. Yeah, well, the boxers that did it, a lot of them still living.
Yeah.
As soon as I have with a shirt, they're gonna want one. And we're gonna get together and have some meetings just to see if we can help out any situation. Financially, I just didn't have the money to
boxing's
do
a big
it.
sport. They should have had something a long time ago for this.
Well, we just bought shirts
Yeah.
and showed up at the fights. We had a couple of parties and stuff.
Do they have anything today for boxers? Do they have anything?
Well, we don't have no union. No, we don't have none.
Still today, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of bad. So I just, I was abused. It's over now. I'm on with my life. Don King is doing this thing. All those other boxers, a lot of them, I'm sure they don't have money.
I got my license.
They don't have money, so.
I got my license.
Bring him in the court.
He's a boxing. He has his license to teach.
I had a coaching. I had a team.
A team.
He had a boxing team.
Yeah.
This is Charles, everybody.
Charles,
Say hi, Charles.
yeah.
We're grilling. He's worried about
He's cooking the grill
ribs,
out
man.
there.
Here's Charles.
Yeah, that's Charles.
He's the box himself.
He's the box for the executioners, right?
Yes, sir.
But
Yeah.
T.C. Gordon and them.
I'll tell
Really?
you what. None of these Tim Witherspoon, Charles, nobody will get in the ring with me because I'll knock them all out.
Yeah. Who is this? So what's this up here?
These are all the people asking questions. Hold on. Let's see what they asking. Sorry, let me pop in here and see what we got going on.
We just got finished watching the Tyson Fury fight.
What's up,
well, I only
Tim?
got a couple of rounds.
They said, all right, hey, we'll start right up top here. Manager Marty, hey, are you going to do our YouTube live? Yeah, Marty. Oh, I think that's your cousin. Yep. We're gonna, yeah. Is that tonight? No, it's tomorrow, right? Marty, let me call Marty. Oh, shit.
Who else is on there?
No, I think we're doing it tomorrow, Marty. We talked about it today.
With
Yeah, tomorrow before hold on. Let me call Marty. And then we have Con Shawnery, your buddy. What's up, Tim? Hey, Con. We're ready for the fight with you, buddy, by the way. Hey, brother. Yeah, we're tomorrow, right?
Okay, so he's a busy
Yeah, you
man.
get me stressed out, dude.
He is
Don't-
fast.
yeah.
This guy, Brian, will not slow down.
Because I
You know, I just came in. Well, you know, I was home. And I called and my buddy Frank was watching the Tyson Fury fight. So I said, how come somebody didn't call me and tell me that the fight was on? So I rushed around here and we only got the last part of it. And when they stopped the fight, it looks like Tyson Fury threw a punch and missed him. Then he threw another punch and missed him. And then they stopped the fight. He should have waited till Tyson Fury hit him a couple more times to stop it. But I guess it's okay. They trying to get Tyson ready for a big fight in the future. This was just a warm up. A pretty good 30 million. Wow. I wish me and Larry Holmes fight was right to that day. 30 million. It would be worth like 100. 30 million.
It should get the fans back the money for that fight. This one here.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Boxing is, man.
That fight was called Good Business, man. That's
Real good business.
They got me a lot of money.
Yeah. Without no cuts. Bruises.
So what are we doing, man? Let me see.
You just live. Just tell people whatever they want to hear. They're right here. Let me find out what kind of questions they got. Tim's blind, everyone, so
Well, you're
I
blind
got to
too.
read for him. Yeah, I am. It's true. The blind leading the blind.
Oh, here.
All right. Ross said, "What's up, Tim?" Manager Marty. Hey, terrible Tim. You said what? Sean Connery. We already said those. DM. How do you say Chisora? I forgot the Chisora. Because DM he got beat up. I missed it. That's your Con Shawnery. Con Shawnery. Don King should have been lending boxers money.
He did lend the money.
Con Shawnery again. I enjoyed the Tyson versus Blood Green fight. The unsanctioned rematch was. I heard the unsanctioned. I don't know. They must have. Oh, when he punched him in the face. Super. What's that? Chalkster. Okay, I said it wasn't even competitive. Fury could have knocked him out in the second. Yeah, I think Tim agrees with that.
I don't know.
Dude,
talking about the fight
back
just now?
off. Yeah,
I don't know
dude
about
backed
that.
off
I don't think so.
The dude backed off and winked him. Ahmed Tamamani, something like. Champ, thank you for your input in today's boxing. The old school knowledge got to get passed down. And again, he says, what do you think you would do if you had the same talent you have in boxing and also the same amount of talent in a field of your choice? Would you still box? And why?
I don't understand that.
What do you, Frank? What do you think you would do if you had the same talent you have in boxing?
Yeah.
Your talent,
Yeah.
and also the same amount of talent in a field of your choice. So, like, you used to be a football player. If you didn't get injured, I get his question.
Oh, I was really good in football. Yeah. I was really good in football.
But you got injured or something? What happened? Why'd you
No,
get
that
out?
was in college. I got hit in the back, and I had to quit. Yeah, but when I was in high school, I was all Philadelphia tight end. I had like 13 touchdowns. It was pretty cool.
So, how long have you? How long in Donchester, UK? How long were you in Doncaster? Yeah, it would have been were in there. We had to throw a word. I missed you
It was
being.
Sheffield. It was Sheffield and Doncaster. Yeah, I would say 10 years. 10 years, 3 months at a time. Then I go home. Sometimes I stay 4 months. So I know everybody. Doncaster, London, Sheffield. Sheffield is like Philly.
You got Con Shawnery again. You and Larry Holmes were better fighters than these guys. Tim, you were
Yeah, I
better
believe so. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Like I was saying to Brian before, that all those top boxers went down in the ring. Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Dylan White, all 4 or 5 of them went down in championship fights. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. But in our era, you didn't see them go down. You didn't see them go down. So, you know, they're lacking a little defense, lacking a little education. So during our era, you didn't see them go down 4 or 5 times. Maybe somebody got clipped and went down, you know. But the percentage of the guys going down in the fight when I was fighting was lesser than now today. You see these guys, they all went down. So let me look on here. And I really like, let me see, this is Joe, Tim. Remember Jerome Silky Jackson? No, I heard that name, Joe's. I am trying to test how much wine you had. I stopped drinking for like 4 or 5 days. I don't want to do it. I come here, they got wine. I stopped drinking. I've been exercising.
Look, the champ, he's a vegetarian. He gets that's baked.
What you doing with that?
ziti. It's for you. Your squash with your protein.
What you got to put in the oven?
It's all done. It's cooked. This is baked.
Oh, you put your hand on it, man.
No, I didn't.
Oh, this baked. Let's see what this tastes like,
Just
guys.
watch it's not too hot. Yeah. And that's got protein. So you got the avocado, the protein. You got everything right there. Man, you got to take care of the champ, man.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, it is.
No, you look good.
I lost weight.
How much?
Yeah.
Hey, Frankie, stop flirting with the
No.
champ.
No. How much did you lose?
Well, I lost about 15, 20 pounds in the last month and a half.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hey, anybody knows another big time fighter out there wants to fight the champ? He's ready to go, man. I don't know. We got to put something together. We got to maybe what was his name? Michael J. White had said he wanted to fight. We put the challenge out, but he declined it. Let's see. Sean Connery, you and Larry Holmes, you're right here. MN Chef, you were definitely one of the best. Still are.
Thank
Joe, yeah, buddy Joe. Tim, reminder Jerome Silky Jackson. I'm trying to test how much, I don't know what that word is. What wine you had. All right, there we go. Oh, Joe, that's our buddy Joe. Hey, Joe remembers when you did the 11-hour. Remember the 11-hour live?
How long have you been a vegetarian?
Well, you can't lie now, Tim, because I've caught him eating chicken. So
No, I let people see me, but I did it for 5 years. I did it. It was really good. It was really good, and then times got hard, so I had to eat chicken. For about a couple of years, but now Shania's mom in England, she started to be she trying to be a vegetarian, and by me communicating with her, I said, man, I'm gonna get back. So I only ate chicken, fish for like the last year and a half. I've been eating meat for like a year and a half, but then I said I'm gonna get back to doing it because I did feel really good. I felt healthy. My blood pressure was down. So Shania's mom from Tottenham. My name is Samantha, and she's a vegan. She's vegan, and so that's what made me go back. But I was gonna go back, but she made me go even faster. She made me come back even faster. So just like my fifth day coming back. This says Grant. Let me see. You look like you lost some weight, Tim. Looking good. Thank you very much, Sean. Seanery. Okay, you. I can't pronounce that. Class and positive, Tim. Fantastic. You sharing your knowledge with this generation. That's MN Sheriff. Yeah, I'm going to. I had a good teacher. Slim Robinson, and he caught me real good. He taught me real good defense. He was real intelligent, and a lot of people respected him, and that's why I'm gonna try to keep his legacy going. The things he taught me, So let's look here. Hey, Witherspoon versus Tubb exhibition for. Oh, okay. Hey, somebody said just exhibition with Tubbs. Tubbs. I don't know. We could put that on somebody.
Who was that guy? Was it what? No, James Tomey. Was that the one I?
James Toney.
Man, that guy got a thick back.
That James Toney, I think is like the most toughest dude boxer that don't care about nobody. He got muscles and everything.
Frank, you had to see him, Frankie. This guy, when I saw him at the thing, he was an alien. Like he wasn't that tall, but his back was thick. It was I never seen him look like a tank.
Hey, Bruce.
He was. His back was so weirdly thick, man. I was like, what the?
He fought Roy Jones as a middleweight, I believe.
See what I'm saying? It's a little bit of meat, right? A little sliver. So we'll eat those after. And we'll eat those after. You know what I mean?
This baseball.
I am going to have to go and check on something again.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Gracias.
The stuff out there is it?
Gracias. I can't pronounce it, but it's BASB, baseball. Grande, campeón. Tim. Gracias.
Should I turn them? Should I turn them over?
Defense really good. Defense.
10 minutes. Nah, 15 minutes. Yeah, you were good.
Let me see.
I'm not eating, Bruce. No fish.
Oh, you got that? With Bruce in there, our buddy Bruce.
No. Bruce. This says, look at
Bruce. There he is. It's Bruce. About fish. Yeah, no, I told him to eat fish. He needs to eat fish.
You said fish.
I got.
Yeah, but what kind of fish?
We got.
The best fish to eat is cod.
We got shrimp here right now.
I
The
don't
champ
want
won't eat them.
I didn't eat all that stuff.
You're gonna get too skinny, champ. Just messing
No,
with
I'm
that
not.
stuff. Isn't that good?
Harry Newman, Tim, would you rather be in a lion enclosure or swim with sharks? Neither one.
Neither one.
Neither one.
It's gonna be a painful.
Yeah, neither one.
You want me to read it?
Yeah,
This is my job, everyone. The boss speaks. I have to. Let's see. Kneel. I kneel to the. Yeah, I kneel to the legend.
What do you do?
Where did he at?
I got to hear it. What do you do?
Sean Connery.
gotta
Who
get-
else did Jim Robinson teach? You,
Mike
Rossman, and Radcliffe, and who else?
Radcliffe, Artie McLeod. He got called to help a lot of other guys too. But what happened was Slim was a clever trainer, but they didn't trust him because he was loyal to certain people, and so that's why Slim. I know they would call him Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. He changed Eddie Mustafa Muhammad around and won the title when he beat Marvin Johnson down in Knoxville, Tennessee. So Murad Muhammad out of Newark, New Jersey, hired Slim and took me with him, and I was Mustafa's sparring partner, and he defeated Marvin Johnson down in Knoxville. Who else? Ricky Parquet. He turned Ricky Parquet around. Who off back? A lot of people didn't trust him because he was loyal. He was loyal and stuff that he knew better than some people, and they didn't like that. And if you were with him, he was with you. But there's some other things that's why Slim didn't. A lot of people didn't want him around. I'm not saying want him around, but he stuck with the boxers, and he was real smart. He was a bounty hunter, He was a bounty hunter. It was greetings from Chile. Oh, Chile, okay. Bruce Gas Boxing, Jazz, and more. I just had shrimp and scallop. Okay. Thank you. Long live Timmy. we're gonna blow up big. We're gonna blow up big.
Yeah, we do. Hey, if anybody wants to, we're gonna do Bruce's idea. People want to order these personally signed to you with your name and everything. We can do that too.
And I got some better ones. Those are ones, but I got some better ones. Let me see.
Buy some T-shirts. Here's one that's on there. If you want to fight diabetes, Terrible Tim. Tim don't like this one though.
No,
Terrible Tim's Army. Everybody got to join the army, man. So
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, me and you gotta talk.
it's on the YouTube channel.
I know me and you gotta talk about that.
Yeah, you don't like that one.
No, I'm saying the army is really the Raiders.
Well, yeah, tell them
Me and
about
you'll talk about it.
Tell them about what the Raiders are.
I did. I told them when you set the cameras up, I told them about them shooting the camp up. We rebelled it. We were the only group of people that rebelled it against a promoter and shot the camp
You
up.
have the shirt on there. There's a shirt on there for Raiders.
Yeah, I
I
know.
there's one.
I had a whole lot of them.
No, I'm saying on the YouTube where you can buy the merchandise. There's the Raiders.
Oh, okay. Did you see everybody wearing this stuff with guns and stuff? You saw that?
No, that picture. Yeah.
With the guns, I had the knife in here. You didn't see the knife.
Man.
Yeah,
You ready for war, Tim?
Yeah, you can't be messing around with us.
Yeah, that's some gangster stuff right there.
If we would have pursued that, we would have been. If you was around, we'd have really. Yo, man, you probably put poison. I ain't eating no more of these. I didn't see you fix this.
I'm gonna knock the champ out later, give him a little bit weary, and then pow, say I knocked out Terrible Tim. Hey, you hit me one time with the mitts, Tim, and it hurt me. I was like, damn, it was like a kung fu iron palm. It was. It was awful.
But I never was dropped in sparring, Joe.
Really?
And did you ever drop any big names in the gym?
I don't know. Can you tell that one?
Did I drop?
You know.
Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's a secret. We can't.
Yeah, I can't do it. I did.
You can't.
Oh yeah, I can't do that.
No. Yeah.
I did drop somebody. Big name.
Yeah, very
Really?
big name, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
Randall Tex Cobb.
Nah, he can't. Nobody dropped him. Nobody dropped him.
I'm gonna say it in the news lines next year.
Okay, Tim, were you ever dropped in sparring? No. And did you ever drop any big names? Yeah. No, I never was dropped. I had a good defense. I had a good defense. Okay, Mike Tyson used to spar without headgear. Did you know any fighters who did that? No. I think it's not dangerous. As long as one person is wearing a headgear, you can spar without one. These are some of the things that I learned from the old timers. I had these guys in the gym sparring. I didn't. There was guys in the gym sparring with no headgears on. And I said, hey, at least one guy's supposed to have one on. They said, no, we are. I'm telling you. One guy got cut.
Let me call Bruce. I got to tell this.
He got cut.
So you
Yeah.
bang.
Yeah, one.
heads.
Remember, guys, one boxer is supposed to have the headgear on. If one don't want to wear them, one boxer is supposed to have the headgear on.
So you don't get cut.
So they're going to get cut. I see the guys in the gym, two guys sparring with. I say, hey, at least one guy's supposed to have the headgear on.
Boom, up.
No, you can come this way too.
Oh, yeah.
You can come this way. Let me see.
And it's dumb if you don't. 'Cause you're just
Jerry Carr, we never use headgear. Why only one? Why only one person will wear headgear is because that'll protect you. If both of them don't have one on, then you're getting cut. But if one of them have it on, you're going to hit the protection here. So picture this as my head, and you bump this. If I got a headgear on, it's going to protect. If both of them have protection on, they both going to get protected. But if both of them just have this, you're getting cut. But if you have that protection on, one guy has to have it on at all the time. But make sure both of them wear the headgears so they get used to it. Bottom line, don't let nobody go in there without no headgear on.
You can ruin your fighter for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
He gets
get
a cut
Calling
and
your
never
buddy in
heals.
Africa. He's up. So I'm gonna tell him, go on. To send his fighters to learn. They gotta learn.
Should I flip them over or something?
Yeah.
We're
probably.
doing something
Yeah,
with these guys in Africa. We trying to reach out to everybody. We want boxing to be to get back to 100%. We want everybody to love the matches.
I got you.
all the time.
That's the thing.
We want everybody. We want a lot of our young people to have better skills than what they have today.
Yeah.
How would you fight Lennox Lewis?
That's his goal.
First of all, he said, "How would you fight Lennox Lewis?" You have to be in good shape. Okay, you have to be in good shape. And what I would do, because he has that big long jab, I would get inside and stay inside. I would keep a tight defense. Now he lacks a little defense because he's big. He's got long arms, so he'll keep you out there with the jab. Then hit you with the right hand. But it's better to fight him inside, closer inside. On the outside, he's got those long arms. And if you catch him, I'm sure that if you catch him, well, if I catch him, I'm sure I can get him out of there. But you have to get past that long jab. Keep a good defense, okay? Keep a good defense. Get inside, and you don't have to go crazy like Tyson did. But pick your shots, then catch him. Pick your shots and catch him. How would you fight Lennox Lewis? Okay, and Mike Tyson. You would have to be in phenomenal shape. You would have to be in phenomenal shape to fight guys like that. Guys like that, you have to be in phenomenal shape to fight. You can't just mess around, So I was in shape with a lot of my fights, and a lot of my fights I wasn't because I was being mistreated, and mentally I couldn't get ready. How would you fight Lennox? Okay. That's amazing, Tim. Yes, bring the skills back to the sport. Yeah, the heavyweights especially need it. They do. The heavyweights need it. Guys, too much movement is not good. So you got guys like Floyd Mayweather. They move a lot and stuff. But when in terms of defense, you're standing there and blocking, slip here, slip to that side, throwing left hooks, that beautiful stuff like back in the day, catch a punch and throw it. You don't see them doing that. You don't see them catch a punch.
They got to do it like the Champs on live right now.
Slip there.
We got
old time school stuff.
Champ, we got Light Burley right here. I just
called
Light.
Him. What's up, Light?
Everybody on here, you got to look up 52 blocks, man. Look up 52
blocks. Light Burley.
Light Burley.
He's a part of the team.
Let's see. He's part of the team. Yeah, let me see. I got it all turned up by the mic, man. Good to have you on. Anybody wants to know some things about defense? Him and Tim are working together. Lesson, man. So I had to give you a shout out, man. We just did an improv.
Mike Tyson. Clinch Tyson. Work the jab. Yeah, you only supposed to clinch for a short second, then let go and punch, or clinch and get out the way. So clinching is just for when you grab somebody. That's either you grab them to hit them or you grab them to get away. So it's a defensive thing that you do. Hold on, let me go. Clinch Tyson and work the jab. Clinch him, get a couple of body shots, but you got to get out there. He's really fast. What's up, Danger? How you doing? Okay, you got Conchine. Okay. What's that? Base? Okay. Mike Tyson was small heavyweight. Lennox Lewis fought him exactly how it should be done. Keep him at the end of your jab. Catch him coming in. Exactly. Okay, if you're fighting somebody shorter than you, you got to throw stuff up high. You got to throw at his head and force him to go low because your real punch is going to be uppercuts. So if you're fighting Tyson, practice to shoot stuff up high because you're going to go like this. So you're thinking, if I'm throwing stuff up here, the next move he's going to do is down. So you think about the punch here, down there. You know you're not going to hit him here, but make sure you throw real hard to make him go down. But in your mind, you want to get him the uppercut. So you keep throwing stuff. You can throw right hand hard, and if you go down, really, your punch is you waiting for that uppercut. So throw fire up here. You know they're going to go down. Think about when they go down, not the fire up here. just throw this hard, you know they're gonna do this. Think about the uppercuts, okay? Think about the uppercuts. Let's go. My amateur record was I had 5 wins and 2 losses. So I only had 7 amateur fights. I won 5 and I lost to Joe Frazier's son on the last fight. It was in the finals. And I just was started boxing a couple of months before that, maybe I would say 8 months. And I was boxing Joe Frazier's son, who's a real nice guy. How can I read Latino words? This was catching Tyson. Okay, what was your amateur record? I was 5 wins, and I lost my very first fight. My trainer wasn't a really good trainer. He's a real good guy, but he passed away. His name was Clarence Booker. Matter of fact, Buster Drayton, the middleweight champ that just passed away, we from the same neighborhood, and he the one took me to the gym. And he took me to the gym on my first day. Buster Drayton, who was a champ too from Philly, from my neighborhood, and he took me to the wrong guy, really, because after a while I left him. I left Mr. Booker. God bless him. He passed away. I didn't know about doing good, Tim. Hope you having a great day. Yes, Danger, we are. I'm gonna try to make every day. Good, and I wish everybody else do, because it'll make this world a better place. That's what I want. Everybody to all the mean stuff, all the crazy stuff. I'm just fed up with it. We need to love each other. I'm just tired of it, man. Be around the kids all the time and make sure and comfort the kids so they don't feel bad all the time. I feel bad that things is going on in the world and kids are really like mentally wore out, and I'm concerned about that.
Yeah, especially after the big COVID and everything.
Yeah, all that stuff, all the COVID and stuff. Doing good, Tim. Hope you're having okay. You were one of the most underrated heavyweight fighters of all times. Yes, thank you. I think that's Aiden. Okay, Ice. Yes, I was underrated. I just can't. I just walked into the boxing game, and we moved really fast. I got there really fast. I didn't have 5 years of amateur. I only had couple of months, and then turned pro for like a year. Sending love from Ireland. Yay! Do you like Joe Joyce? Chance against Fury. Joe is a killer. Joe Joyce is he's big and strong. And he looks sluggish. Well, he's not. He's in good shape, but when his punches come out lackadaisical, um, and if I don't see him with a whole lot of skills, but I see him with a lot of aggression, a lot of courage. I see him right there, ready to bang you out. But I think he lacks skills. He does lack skills because he just basic come out.
Who are you talking about?
Joe Joyce.
Joe Joyce.
Joe
right.
Joyce.
I got Light on the phone. He's listening.
Joe Joyce chances against Fury. If I was training him, his chances would be good. If I wasn't training him, I don't know. He got plenty of heart. And that and if his first fight will be dangerous for Fury because he want to win. He's going to have people behind him. He's going to win. He's going to come out like a tiger, a lion. But if he don't come out with the right skills, and I don't know, this is the right time to beat Fury, I think, because he's making all this money. He's relaxing a lot. He's enjoying everything. And he's not focused like Joyce. I've been through this before. He's having fun. Tyson is having fun, but he's serious. But Joyce is coming up. He's big and he's strong. He's coming up undefeated. A lot of people are behind him over there. I think that'll be a hard fight, and I don't think Tyson Fury should take him lightly. But he does. When I seen him, I don't see that many skills like we like us. If I was training him, if I was training even Anthony Joshua still has a chance, man. Anthony Joshua has a chance. All you gotta do is get the right person around him to give him motivation. To make him, to give him positive, like, oh, I got somebody in this corner. I got somebody in my corner. He knows what he's doing, and that's going to give him positive stuff. So he don't know who's in his. They're talking about getting Roy Jones, and Roy Jones. What's the matter with the management? I love Roy Jones, but he's a mover. He don't stay in the pocket like heavyweights supposed to do. Slip, bam, tighten the defense up, bam, bam. That's Anthony Joshua, bam, bam, back to defense, uppercuts, overhand right, step back, work the jab, slip here, boom, slip there, boom. That's what Anthony needs. He don't need moving around. Now, whoever told him to move around in that fight with the Spanish guy, Andy Ruiz. Hit and don't be hit. A big heavyweight like that? Come on. I felt bad because I did time with Anthony Joshua, me and my daughter. When my daughter couldn't walk, he helped us in the train. When in England, I talked to him. I went to a couple of events with him. I'm not acting like I know him 100 years, but I know him. I reached out to him. I reached out for him to. I reached out so I can help him. If he let me come with him and show him some stuff, and he said he said no, Tim. He texted me back and said no, Tim. I got my team and stuff, and we're all right. But I expected that from him because he doesn't have the experience. I do. I've been around all the old timers that everybody talk about. I've been around the old time managers and promoters. I know that the manager and the promoter is supposed to make sure that trainer is the proper trainer. What's the matter with them? Look, Bob Arum, all the promoters over there, I love them guys. We cool, but they got to start doing the right thing. You got to go in that gym and make sure that this guy has the right people around him. Now, he got the people that love him, but what about the right teachers and stuff and all that? Let's get down with this. Let's get down. Do you consider Jack Dempsey the first modern heavy? That's always back then. I mean, I know for a fact that he was strong. The boxers back then were strong, but they didn't have the skills. They come like this. They didn't have the skills, but they were strong. That's the difference. And I know the old timers.
They never made no money. They had jobs on the side.
Yeah, they didn't make no money. Yeah, stuff.
Today's guys, all you do is train.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about the skills part, and they come up like this and all that. But we like slap, ooh, wah, wah. That came a little later. Let's get some more. What's up, champ? Tony. Hey, Tony, how you feel? What was it like fighting Larry Holmes? Oh man, what was it like fighting Larry Holmes? And I only hear, hey, my show is on, sir. This guy making all this. I'm on the show. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? What was it like fighting Larry Holmes? Whoa, that was really cool. I only had 14 fights. My trainer, Don King said, you're going to fight Larry Holmes. So I turned to my trainer. I turned to Slim. I said, isn't that a little bit too soon? And Slim said, Tim, you're going to whip his ass. And I said, okay. I trusted in Slim. And that's what did it. Well, as soon as Slim, my trainer, said, you're going to whip his behind, I said, okay. But I thought, because I only had, 14 fights. And I only been fighting 2 years. And here I'm fighting one of the greatest fighters during that time. And you know what made me get aggressive towards him? He was talking down to me. I didn't have no money, which was true. I didn't have no lot of girlfriends. I didn't have funds, and I wasn't having fun. It was true what he was saying about me. Said he's gonna knock me out and take my girlfriend. That wasn't gonna be true. He told me that. He's gonna knock me out and take my girlfriend from me. He called me a bum. And I didn't have no money. But I had a good trainer. I had good support behind me. And my grandma, Fanny from down south, I would call her every fight. I didn't call my dad. I didn't call Punchy. They call his Charles Punchy Witherspoon, my dad. He passed away. God bless him. But I called my grandma, Gang War Fanny. They called her because she was she was red. She wasn't tall, but you don't mess with gang war Fanny. Fanny Loman. She's a Bennett from down south. So if there's any Bennetts out there, we might be related. Bennetts, the Lomans, the Witherspoons, the Williams. But my grandmom didn't play. And I just recently found out I was a favorite out of 8 siblings.
You were their favorite?
Yeah, my mom said that, grandmom, well, you was grandmom's favorite. And I said, what? And I noticed now, and then I started thinking about how she used to treat me
better than
she just didn't bother me that much. But I used to call Grandma Fanny. She said, Timmy, don't you come back home with your butt whipped. She's on the phone. I called her before Larry Holmes' fight. She said, Timmy, boy, you better whip his butt. Keep your hands up. And you fight hard. And you better not go down. I will call Grandma Fanny. I call Gang War Fanny all those fights. I called her. I didn't call my dad. I didn't call my mom. I called Gang War Fanny. and I'll say, okay, Grandma, and hang the phone up. That's who gave me a lot of motivation right before the fight. I would call her. Everybody shouting in the room. No, I called Grandma. And she said, Jimmy, you know what you got to do. Let's look on here now.
Well,
Sonny Liston jab was better than that. No, his Sonny Liston jab was stronger than Larry Holmes, but Larry Holmes had a good jab. What we did with Larry Holmes, we hired sparring partners that had good jabs, okay? And what we did was have them throw jabs at me, good jab. We had guys with good jabs because Larry had a good jab. That's how we took it away. We had you undercutting me.
No,
that's yours.
I got another bottle.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, another bottle.
No. Larry Holmes had a hell of a jab, and every Bills. I will. Let me get a little sip of this.
Yeah, wash that down.
Larry Holmes had a hell of a jab. We took it away. For 2 months, blocking jabs. Boom, boom, blocking jabs, blocking that, slipping. He couldn't hit me. Larry Holmes is basic, but he had a good jab and plenty of heart. He would get off that canvas, And I had more skills than him. Here it is, this young kid coming from South Philadelphia, not too far from the Italian market where Sylvester Stallone made the movie. My mom used to take me to the Italian market, just like they did in the movie. Wave to people that we knew, just like Sylvester Stallone did in the movie. Then I went on to become the real 2-time heavyweight champ from Philly. I was born right in South Philly, 10 minutes from the Italian market. And I walked the red carpet with him. But with Sylvester Stallone, me, Michael Hasselhoff, we had fun. I'm the real 2-time heavyweight champ from Philly. I grew up with Italians, Irish. I grew up with the Irish and Italians. We all lived interacted almost in the same neighborhood. But I was confident about Larry Holmes. And because my trainer had good skills and taught me how to slip, taught me a good defense, man. And I thank God for Slim. That Larry Holmes fight, if I had 2 more fights, I would have knocked him out. And I almost knocked him out in that fight. Let's go on and see. Hey, yo, Tim, how long do you recommend a fighter being in the amateurs circus if they started boxing late? If they started boxing late. Oh, in the 20s. Okay, good question. If you have a good trainer, I recommend you to go ahead and continue on. But if you don't have a good trainer, I recommend and a lot of people that they first come on, they don't know who's a good trainer.
No, nobody does.
I had a good trainer. That's what helped me get there fast. I was 21, and Slim got me there fast. My confidence, everything. So I would recommend to shop around. Do not rush into these gyms unless you get you get recommended, like somebody recommend you a person. Some people just rush in the gym and get anybody, like I did. I went into the old Passion gym right there with Italian Market, right? And I just went. No, Buster Drayton took me. Buster Drayton took me, and we went there, and I went to the wrong guy. So, and then I went on with Slim later. So, if you're older, don't rush. Make sure you get the right guy. Don't just rush into anybody. Just make sure you get the right guy behind you. Let me see now. Okay, it had to be Ali Tim dropping spark into too much of gentlemen to brag about it though. It had to be Ali Tim dropped in the sparring. No, it wasn't Ali. It wasn't Ali. Ali was sick, and I'm gonna tell you guys about it. When I was sparring with Muhammad Ali, you know, we was chopping wood, we was running. I didn't run with them because they ran real early in the morning. I was young and everything, and I was just learning things. And Ali, I didn't run with him in the morning. I chopped wood with him once. Let me see. Let me get that dropped in sparring. It wasn't Ali. Ali was sick. Matter of fact, I had fun. I had fun sparring with Muhammad Ali before he fought Larry Holmes. And when we in camp, I kept sparring with him. We was going at it and stuff, but he never progressed. So I went to my trainer. I went to Slim. I said, Slim, when am I going to get my butt whipped? I said, because he's not aggressive. There's something wrong with him. And Slim said, Tim, I was going to say that to you the other day. There's something wrong with him. So we figured out later that he had all these different problems. You know, he had all these different thyroid problem and this and that. And he was weak all the time. He never showed up. He never showed up in the sparring. Really got the best of us. So later on we found out. Okay, we broke camp. We went to Vegas. We went to Vegas and okay. We went to Vegas after we broke the camp down. Real quick, guys. I was in training camp. We were sparring with Ali. We broke camp. We went to Vegas. So, we were in the Dunes Hotel. And and Ali was in the Caesar's Palace. So I was tired. He was a young guy. The average guy would want to stay there and party, right? In Vegas, everywhere. So I was just wanting to get back home. So I went over to Ali's. Ali had one of the floors, and Larry Holmes had the other one. So I got off the elevator, started walking down to the room, and I heard them arguing. I heard all this noise. Oh, yeah, he got fight. He's all right. So I said, what the hell? Harold Bingham was the guy who was in charge of getting the flights out. So I went up to the room. They were in there arguing about Ali should fight or he shouldn't fight. Here, I'm a young guy, and I was like, whoa, isn't this something? So I stayed there near the door. And I was listening, and I was looking in there. You had Boudini Brown. You had Ali sitting on the bed. You had Angelo Dundee. My trainer Slim was all in there. There's arguing, and there was like 4 other people in there arguing. Oh, he's all right. He can fight. And Ali just sitting there he's like a little tired and looked like a little kid sitting there, right? And so I stood there for 5 minutes, and I was like, this real stuff, everybody. And I was like, whoa, Ali might not fight. So I was like, they start arguing, and Slim was like, they was talking stuff, and there was some saying he should. So I said, so I went down to Howard Bingham's room, about 5 rooms down. I knocked on his door. His wife answered it, and she was kind of angry. She was mad at something else, and she was getting angry with me. I said, is Howard there? I want to get my ticket out and all that. She was like, well, he's tired. I said, well, I got to get out. I want to get out of here. So he came, and he said, Tim, I'll do it. Don't worry. He said, just, I'll talk to you later. So on the way back down the hallway, they were still arguing. Oh, no, you should stop the fight. He shouldn't fight. He's sick. He got thyroids. He got this and that. So I stood there for about another 3 to 4 minutes. I was like, I can't believe it. It might not be no fight. So then I went over to the Caesar's Palace. I went over to Caesar's Palace, and I was telling everybody, I said, hey, Ali might not fight. It came from the horse's mouth. I couldn't believe it. Ali might not fight. I said, oh, there might not be no fight and stuff, right? So I was telling all the sparring partners, and everything. So I witnessed them arguing about Muhammad Ali not fighting that fight. The fight was maybe 3 to 4 more days later. Let's get some more questions. And when the first bell rung, we knew he wasn't going to win. I knew it. He looked too weak. And we knew he wasn't going to win. And if Larry knew, Larry would have put more pressure on him before the end of that fight. So that was sad. The real Ali wasn't there that night. I'm letting everybody know this is a true story. I witnessed it. And Larry Holmes was in phenomenal shape. And you could tell when the fight went. As soon as that bell rung, you knew Ali was going to win that fight. You heard it from me because I was there. I was his sparring partner. Let's go on now. Okay, same here, man, but you have to work on technique. Pretend you don't have any power at all. I don't know, danger. Coaching or confidence. Hey, coach. Yes, I know the problem is finding a good coach. I want an old school trainer. Someone like Jack. I don't know him. Jack Blackburn. I heard of him. Yeah. Okay, my coach liked me because of my power. But having one punch KO power isn't everything. You're right. I didn't mind boxing those guys that had power. My coach liked me because of the power, okay. But I have him one punch, okay. He got to add all that other stuff. To make that one punch convincing and knock guys out. Finding a good trainer is important, but you have to study yourself in your form. But you don't know if you can't study yourself. If you don't know, your trainer will know. It says study yourself, your form. Yeah, okay, I understand that, but you need somebody to analyze you. Aiden, who do you think would have won in their prime, Ali or Tyson? Ali would have got ready for Tyson. He would have been in the best shape of his life. Tyson even said that he think Ali would have beat him. But picture this. Quick Tillis went 10 rounds with Tyson. I knocked Quick Tillis out in the first round. Type it in. But he went 10 rounds with Tyson. So it's a matter of the time and period and who's in your corner and all that. So type in that fight with me and James Quick Tillis. He went 10 rounds with Tyson. Okay, Tim, you are history. Oh, thank you. Coach Guy, I don't like these new school boxers. Yeah, because it's too much movement. They do too much movement just to throw one punch. The old school guys just get right to it. Here, boom. All right, let's look at Howard Bingham was Ali's best friend. Yeah, he was he was his photographer. And really loyal to Muhammad Ali. I'm short and my reach is I'm short and my reach is average. So I need to figure out how to get around that. Okay, what you have to do is learn how to slip and you got to learn how to keep your hands like this to get inside. Once you slip, move in. Okay? But you got to keep your hands in. Okay? You short, so your fight game is you want to have to be in good shape because you're shorter and your reach is shorter. So make sure you chop a lot of wood and get your breathing right. You're gonna have to your fight would be inside. The landlord harassment channel, $2. Thank you, Randy. Weather forecast. Okay. I don't believe it has an envelope. No, evolved apart, height and weight. Yeah, height and weight it does have an advantage. A taller person um does have an advantage. Tyson is just an exceptional guy that was in exceptional shape. But if there was like Buster Douglas out hustled them. Um, he out hustled Tyson. The taller guys, um, they got a reach advantage, but the shorter guys just have to work more. And you definitely need defense. Coaching confidence. I don't believe it has. Okay, we did that. A partner. Okay, let's go. I wonder if Ali brother Rockman tried to convince him not to fight that fight. You know what? I heard something about something, but I just can't remember. You know, I'll be 65 in a couple of weeks. Um, something. Let's go on. Because Rockman was a nice guy too. I wonder if Ali's brother Rockman tried to convince him not to fight that fight. I probably could find that in the future. Make a couple of phone calls and find out. Okay, danger. That's cool, bro. Thank you. If it wasn't Ali, Tim dropped and sparring my money on Jerry Cooney. I don't understand that one. If it wasn't Ali, Tim dropped and sparring. Oh, my money on Cooney. No, I was Cooney's sparring partner. Cooney. My trainer taught me how to get around Cooney. He was tall and he would bend down and throw that big left hook. And all we did was just step over. Easy. So I walked into Jerry Cooney's camp and it had like 8 to 10 sparring partners. They all was on the wall, standing up on the wall. One had a broken ribs, other one broken hand. They was all beat up. One had this, and there was one sparring partner there. His name was Jeff Sims. Jeff was tough, and he was the only one. And I said, "Oh, that's why they hired me because Jerry Cooney broke all them guys up." Yeah, so my trainer showed me how to maneuver, and it was fun. We had fun. Everybody else was.
Want more food?
Oh no, you might have put
Hey,
some.
you didn't finish that.
You
Tim.
might have put something
I
in
wouldn't
there.
spend all that money. Look, everybody.
No, I'm gonna get this. This mine.
I baked that. Man, I baked that. I went out and did all the vegetarian food.
I'm all right. Hold on, my fans.
Yeah, they're good. Put the
He messed up. I was on the road.
The chicken's up.
If it wasn't for Ali Tim drop, no, it wasn't Ali. It wasn't Cooney either. But I did do really good against Cooney. I'm not going to say any more. It only lasted like 2 weeks or less. Okay. Jack Blackburn was Joe Louis' trainer. Okay, Hamad. How would you have Fort Yusef? Oh, okay. How would I have Fort Yusef? Easy.
here's the dip for the top of it.
You got to be in good shape. Okay? Because I used to spar this guy named Mike the Bounty Hunter. He was a way better mover than Yusef. I'm telling you. Ask people about the Bounty Hunter. He made Tyson upset. So my trainer told me, you have to forget about his head. Forget about this. To touch the closest thing to you. So if Yusef turn this way, like he moving, touch the closest thing. Even if it's glove out here, touch it to give you confidence. Touch this. You're supposed to go to the body for a couple of rounds and let him forget. Okay? So I put the pressure on Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter was moving this way. When he moved this way, I touched him on the shoulder. I didn't touch the head because they didn't get out the way with the head. Okay? And anything close. If his glove went out there, I hit the glove. In your mind, that gives you confidence. You know you're getting closer. So he turned this way. I touched this. If he moved back, just touch the closest thing to you. And you got to be in shape and you got to go hard to the body. Once you get inside with those movers, Go to the body, get as much work as you can, and then when they get away, you do the same thing. You touch the close. So if he go like this and put his glove back, touch the glove. Mentally, that's gonna, he's not getting away from you. Because they want to keep moving their head. You hit them in the head, that's what they're trying to do. But it aggravates them when you touch their body. The bounty hunter got mad. I kept hitting him in the body. I kept just jabbing him to the body. I left this alone. From the chest up, I left alone. And I started going to the body. No, I did hit him on the shoulder. I guarantee you, if you put pressure on him, you got to be in shape and put pressure on him. Anthony Joshua, they trained him wrong. He bouncing around. No, he puts a been there in the pocket, hands up, digging to the body, just walking him down, boom, boom, to the body. And he would have forgot about the head a couple of rounds later. Because then he's thinking about moving his body because you're trying to tear that up. Anthony Joshua, that was an easy fight. They just have the right trainers with him. I'm not going to disrespect Youssef. It would have been a better fight for Anthony Joshua. I'm not going, because he is champion. But I used to train Mike the Bounty Hunter, and we made him jump out the ring. He cut Slim out. Through his gloves. Got to be in shape to fight these runners, okay? But Youssef is an easy fight. They just didn't have nobody to teach him, to teach Anthony Joshua. That was easy fight. He made Youssef a better fighter than what he was. I'm not taking nothing from Youssef, but he made him a better fighter than what he was. Ali would have talked Tyson out of the fight. Ali had a great jaw, speed, and reach advantage. He did. I don't know. I think Ali, Ali, he's the greatest, man. And he knew how to mentally break you down, and he survived all the time. Yo, Tim, how would you fight Youssef? First of all, I would be in good shape. I already know how to fight him. I would get in good condition, and I would walk him down. I wouldn't go for his head. I would go for his shoulders. I would hit him on his arms. You got to touch him psychologically. If you hit somebody hit him on the shoulders. He moving. Why hit him here? If he move here, hit him on the shoulder. Boom. You ain't got to keep trying to hit him on his head. And if he stop, put the pressure. You got to put pressure on movers. The reason why they move, because they don't want you to hit them. They don't want you to move. They don't want you to hit him. Not taking nothing from him. He moves real good. Yo, Tim, how would you fight Youssef? I would be in good shape, keep my defense tight, and I wouldn't try to hit him in his head. I would hit him on his arms, his body, and by the 7th, 8th round, you'll be able to hit him in his head. Because then he'll be forgetting about all that. By the 6th round or the 5th round, you might be able to. We did this with Mike the Bounty Hunter. You ask everybody during my era about Mike the Bounty Hunter. Nobody. Tyson was getting frustrated with him. That's what I heard. And he was a good mover. So you got to be in good shape when you're fighting guys like that. You can't be bouncing around, hitting, don't be hit. You can't be doing that. I felt really bad for Anthony. He's a friend of mine, but I'm not saying like I know him like this and that. He'd be cool. I talked to him several times. And they didn't. It was unjust for them to let it go down like that. Look for some people out there. Find somebody. I was sending messages to their camp for months. You didn't even have to pay me if you didn't like what I showed you. That's what I told them. Just get me out there so I can show him because I like that kid. Now his legacy is interrupted. He could have still been champ. I'm telling you. He could have still been champ. Deontay Wilder could have still been undefeated. Deontay Wilder, if he made his jab just as good as his right hand, nobody would be able to beat this
He
kid.
has no defense.
Take his defense up. Look, Deontay Wilder, right? His right hand, people were scared of. Now, suppose he developed this almost as good. And defense. And defense. He would still be undefeated right now. Deontay Wilder. Well, I'm not taking nothing from Malik Scott. You know, he was a sparring partner for everybody. Deontay Wilder beat him. Deontay Wilder knocked out another one, the guy he sparred. They need to get the right people in there to help these guys. And you know what? They could have avoided all this stuff. They got old timers like me, you know, sitting around. They got guys. I know guys that didn't make it that that could get you there. That used to have fighting skills. But the thing is that's a shame. With Deontay Wilder, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, that could have been avoided. All that could have been avoided. Let me see. That thing been on there for a while. Okay. That could have been avoided, man. Anthony Joshua could have still been champ. Or him and Deontay Wilder had a big money fight. I'll be looking at these fights and I'll be like, it's a shame. An amateur coach he had in the beginning. You mean you don't want the 2-time heavyweight champ of the world? I'm not taking nothing from McCracken and all them guys. I love them all. It's just and the management and the promoter. Come on, man. There's some promoters and those promoters in the United States. Dennis Rappaport, they'll get rid of you. Or they'll keep you with them. They'll keep you there, but they'll get somebody. I'm telling you. It's not like that. Let me put my glasses on. Cesar Chavez style invite received to give it a good. It said, okay, the landlord harassment channel. How much does grip strength play a role in punching power? Grip strength. I think finesse is more affordable than, not affordable. I think finesse is a better technique. Okay, you said strength play a role in punching power. Strength, yeah, in punching power, but in terms of executing boxing, I don't care about fighting a guy that's super strong. As long as I know how to slip, boom, block, boom, right, slip, boom, hands up here, block, shot, boom, back, defense, shot, right. As long as I know how to do that, I'm not even worrying about a guy that's Hercules. Them the ones I like to fight. The big, strong ones. The big, strong ones. Who was your strongest opponent? Who was my strongest opponent? Who was the strongest?
But everybody struggles with that. They need to hear that.
Even though with the strength they had, I maneuvered through that because I knew how to get out of, like, when you tie you up, I knew how to get out of that. I don't know everything, but I know enough. I'm not saying I know everything, guys, but I do know enough. I'm not trying to be God of boxing because I'm not, but I do know enough. And the skills that's going on today, it's easy. What I was taught, they're not even doing this now. You know what I'm saying? They're not even doing that now. And I thank my trainer that I'm thank God that I went with him because it's benefiting me now. I know I can see things. I don't care how much you teach a boxer also. If he don't get in there and execute, that's his fault.
And the longer they sit,
that's his fault. Cesar Chavez in fight. He's received to give it good. Yeah, Cesar Chavez did pretty good on the inside, and he threw good hard punches. Yep, the landlord. How much does grip, strength play a role? Punching power, grip. I think finesse. I think finesse is more better than, let me see, strength and play a role in punching power. Does grip? What you mean?
I think they mean by holding it in the glove. When your hand's in the glove, do you?
Oh, well,
Maybe that's what
okay.
you're talking
Grip
about.
and strength play a role in punching. Oh, if you hold this tight, um, I guess, yeah. When you hold your fist tight, I guess, and deliver the punch, that has that don't have the it's the technique and how you deliver does. Who was your strongest opponent? My kid's mother. Boy, we got no. Let me see. Strongest opponent. My strongest opponent.
Tony Tubbs.
No, Tony wasn't that strong.
Who's
Tony was like he can get away from you and box you. Yeah, Tony was slippery. I would say Bone Crusher was the strongest. Yeah, Bone Crusher was the strongest. I might think of somebody later. Bone Crusher was pretty strong. Um, who was the strongest opponent? I think Bone Crusher was. Ernie Shavers beat Jeff Sims. What a fight. Yeah, Ernie was Don King's he worked in Don King's camp when we were there, and he was really nice. He was nice to us, but he would get guys up to run in the morning for Don and make sure everybody did the right thing. God bless him. He passed away a couple of months ago. He was a really good guy, hard puncher too. Who was your strongest opponent? Okay, Ernie Shavers. What do you think of Salvatore Shantaz? Danger. He was a mover. He boxed real good, boy. At Salvatore Shantaz, he would get around and move, and he was pretty good. I like the Salvatore Shantaz. Shantaz. Sanchez. Okay. Old school Mexican style versus. Oh, hey,
Charlie?
the thing is going to die down.
Oh, here.
You got to plug it in. Hold on, guys. Let me get some of this grape juice. Hey, it's going to go out. Hey,
Where's your end at? Where's your end at?
I don't have no end. Hey,
Brian.
Where's your end at?
Brian. Is this the end?
It's going to die down.
What happened?
Oh, is this it? No. It's
What
gonna
did
die.
you do? Oh,
No.
you need. All right, we get a plug. Tim wants me to plug. I'm with Dean. I'm talking to Dean.
Hey, Dean, how you doing?
Talk to Dean for a second.
Hey, this is Dean Williams, the Welsh Road Warrior. He played in the Rocky movie. We used to train together. We used to train together. We getting ready to plug my. What you doing, Dean?
Keep talking.
They're going to subscribe on Dean Williams. Okay. I got to hurry up.
Oh, that's right. Put it on there. Dean Williams, everybody, the Welch Road Warrior. Wait, I'm going to put you're on speaker, Dean. Tell them to join your channel. This guy is a legend, a fighter. He fought Larry Holmes. He was the sparring partner for Tim Witherspoon. Larry Holmes.
No, he was, yeah.
Hitman Hearns. He went up and down the weight classes, and he was a legend.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Tell everybody, Dean, you're live right now.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. What's up, everybody? And, it's just such an honor just to know Tim Witherspoon, let alone be in the ring with him. So it's just a blessing.
Hey, and everybody.
Likewise.
I want to tell everybody, both Tim and Dean were scared of me. They won't get me. The only reason why I haven't fought both of them is I do have a problem with my elbow. And my big toe is bothering me. But otherwise, look, you got a buddy here. He gave you $2.
Thank you. Bone Crusher Smith. I was the strongest. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's keep this going. I like what I'm doing.
And yes, so I think my brother.
He's ill? In a wheelchair?
He's in a wheelchair, yeah.
Is he really?
Mm-hmm. Bone Crusher in a wheelchair.
I hadn't seen him in years.
Old Bone. Listen, I took a dive in the fight when I fought him the second time, but he don't believe it. I wouldn't lie. I had to, because Don King and them was their only concern was with Tyson. They didn't care about me or Bone Crusher. So the fight, I took off. Something happened. I took off for like 5 days. Then they said the fight was off, and then they put it back on. And I had already did the things you don't supposed to do when you got a fight on. So I had to fight. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I mean, big men with average size hands. That don't. Okay, how do big men with average size wrists make sure they don't break their knuckles on their power punch? Okay, my trainer taught me how to land your punches. See, that's why you have when you man, I'm glad I was taught by him. I was taught that these first two knuckles are the strongest part of your hand, not these. Okay? So when you deliver your punch, the reason why boxers, or you should turn them, because karate turn them in. Karate people. These are the strongest part of your knuckles. This is where you got to concentrate and make sure this land like that all the time. And when you throw the hook, make sure these land.
The kids don't throw punches.
I broke. I know they don't throw punches because there's nobody to teach them.
They do this.
Now you see this?
They
Yep.
do this. They don't turn it over. They don't turn it over.
They don't turn it
They do
over.
this.
Yep, they don't turn them over like that. But you see here, I learned my lesson. This is actually called the boxer's bone. When I went to the hospital, the doctor said, "Oh, you broke the boxer's bone." And I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah. In real life, they call this the boxer bone." He said, "You don't supposed to hit with this side. This is the weakest side of your hand." He said, "You're supposed to land your punches on this side." The doctor told me that. And this has a name. This is called the boxer bone, everybody. This is called the boxer's bone. So I broke my hand on Al Cole's head. Al Ice Cole. I broke it here. It broke right in here. And I fought the whole fight with it just broke. So what did we talk about? What brought that up about the bone? Oh, okay. So you got to teach your boxers how to land the punch with your hand, or else you're going to have problems with your hands. Because if you punch with this side, this the weaker side. You're going to definitely get cracks, or it's going to get wore out. But try to land most of your punches with this big knuckle and this one here. These two right up there. That's what you try to do. But if you can't, you're in that glove. And everything's like padded, so you can get away with a lot of stuff. Charlie, you can get away with a lot of stuff. Let me see. I mean, the big men with average size hand. We went through that before. So just remember, you got to practice turning the knuckle when it lands its destination like that. Okay. Okay. The best punch Joshua Neil Yusuf was a body shot. Well, I think the fight was boring to me. The fight was a little boring to me. The best punch Joshua Neal was a body shot. Okay. Did you know that the UK boxer Mark Potter? Yeah, I remember him. He passed away. Okay. Oh, Mark Potter, he passed away. God bless him. I remember him. He passed away recently. Weren't you there when he fought Butterbean? I think I was. Mark Potter, I remember him. We was around each other several times while he passed away. The problem is this: today's fighters don't listen. I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe so. I haven't been training people. I've been taking care of my daughter. I'm training this little Italian kid. I really haven't really got into it, but I will. The problem is this: today fighters don't listen. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Hey, Mr. Witherspoon, call me Tim, Melvin. Hey, say hey, Tim. Hey, Mr. Witherspoon, remember seeing me fight at the Fall Brawl? Just wondering what your thoughts on my fight. I can't remember. You know, I'll be 65. I can't remember, but I was there. Oh, wait a minute. I probably do. If you had some video, I probably could remember because I was watching all the fights. Oh, that was good. We getting ready to do something big, Melvin. With the professionals, we trying to get all the boxers together, and all the former boxers, mostly them guys that need help, and we trying to build up something so boxing can really get back to 100. We got a lot of boxing people here. Charlie, what's your last name?
Dorsey.
Oh, Charlie Dorsey used to be with the Charlie Dorsey used to train with the Executioners down in West Philadelphia. He's here. We got all boxers here. Okay. Okay. Hey, Mr. Witherspoon, remember seeing me fight? Okay, fire up. Melvin Martinez. I know that. Yeah, you know, right? Hold on. Who was your meanest opponent, Tim? My meanest opponent. My meanest opponent. Oh, Ray Mercer. Ray Mercer was nice, but he meanest. Ray was kind of rough. Yeah, Ray Mercer, he was kind of rough. And he kept hitting me with that jab. But in terms of meanness, I think most of my opponents were scared of my skills, and my name was terrible, Tim. And yeah, so I think that Ray Mercer was. Do you recommend a tall, thin fighter with good reflexes to move like Ali? No, you just make sure your jab is good. Develop your jab and keep your fighter on the outside. When they come in, defense up. Make sure you defense up because that's how you can protect yourself against a shorter or a smaller boxer. But it also has something to do with your defense. Whatever defenses you have, which a lot of trainers don't know how to teach these days, which a lot of these boxers need. So a taller boxer does have an advantage if he knows what he's doing. So, Tim, how do you practice different? Oh, thank you for that $2. I was the strongest. All right, the landlord harassment channel. Power is genetics. Yeah, power is genetics. Trevor Burbick. That ain't Trevor. I can talk all the smack I want about you now, Tim, because you can't get to me where I'm at. Trevor Burbick passed away. Who is this? Trevor Burbick. That was my man. He got killed by his cousin. Yeah, God bless him. He was a good guy. You can't get to me where I'm at. Oh, yeah, he's in heaven. Yeah, but this says Trevor Burbick on there, man. That's scary. No, he was cool. I used to hang with him. The landlord harassment channel. Okay. Does hand size have anything to do with punching power, in your opinion? I don't know. Hand size. I think that your punch, if you pretty strong, that punch will land pretty good. Whereas and if a guy with a smaller hand, Ali has small hands. Okay, Ali has small hands. I was with him. His hands are smaller than mine, or they're about the same size. A hand size probably. If you got a hard punch and you got a big hand, you're gonna hit a big space. So both of these together, boom, you're gonna hit a big space. I think that can really hurt someone. Does hand size mean anything? No, I think. Now you asked me, and I just not answered it. No, I never heard nobody say really nothing about the hand size or anything. It's the technique and how you maneuver around and get the punches in. Okay, Confident. Okay, the landlord harassment channel. What? Oh, hand size has nothing to do with power. No, he's right about that. Coaching confident. Yeah, hand power really doesn't. I know it doesn't have nothing to do, but if you do have if you're strong and throw that big hand, it probably put some damage at Tim and Michael Nunn exhibition. Yeah, Mike is a heavyweight now. Well, he passed 200 pounds, I think. We seen him about 10 days ago. We doing real good. Michael Nunn is with our group. And he's also a part of our group where we're going to try to help boxers out and we're going to have what do they call them things tonight when we all get together. So yeah, we're going to have seminars and teach boxers. We all going to teach boxers. Was a saver punch that Holm got hit up from the hardest punch you ever seen anyone get? No, I've seen other guys hit harder than that, but that was a hard punch. Oh, I've seen other guys get hit hard. Yeah, you go in the archives and you'll see some fights where some guys got really hit.
Julius Jackson got a lot of them.
Julius Jackson. He hit my man Buster Drayton. Whoa, that was you seen that fight?
One of the hardest hitters ever.
Julian Jackson. Remember Julian?
Why was his punches so hard?
Huh?
What do you think? Why was his punches so hard, Julius?
He just had natural strength, coaching confidence. Yes, it does. Typical. Tropical, the hardest puncher. Typical hardest puncher. Okay, danger. Coaching confidence. Yes, it does. Typically, the hardest punchers have big hands. Not really. I think that I don't know. The hardest punchers don't have big hands. Coaching confidence. Not true at all. Right. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Come on, Charlie. When you want to say something, get a chair. Come on.
Here.
We got Charlie that's coming up. He was with one of the amateur teams out of Philly. I know I'm answering questions. He could probably answer a couple too. Sure. Charlie Dorsey. Everybody, this is Charlie Dorsey. Yo, you gotta let him see you.
Yeah, you're on.
Yeah. So we all here, we analyzing, we talking about fights. They didn't know that you trying to get me drunk. They didn't know. So Charlie fought for this organization called the Executioners. I fought two of their heavyweights. They're from West Philly. Not too far from where Will Smith, the actor, lived. They up that way. And Charlie, I remember his face is the same as it was when we was back then. So if you have any questions to ask him, just ask Charlie. You never turned pro. Oh, you turned pro. You had 15?
19.
19 fights.
I didn't have a lot of fights.
Oh, he didn't have a lot of fights, but he's you can see better than I can see. I don't know. Does anybody they still so you just joined in too and on your opinion, Charlie, what you think about Tyson Fury, the fight? You saw a little bit of it, right?
I saw very little bit of it, but Tyson Fury he's just a very, very tough fighter. He's a big man that can move like a light heavyweight. And he slip punches and he throws punches. He doesn't have a lot of power to knock you out.
You don't think that? I held the pass with him. He can punch.
Oh, he can punch?
Yeah, I was in Ireland with him. He could punch. But maybe that was that big weight coming in there, not that real regular, like you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Okay, let me see. You can keep talking if you I needed you in here because they're really overwhelming me, but I can handle it. Okay, where we go? Okay, this is what they said.
Questions, I can't see them.
You can't see him. Okay, they saying all Wilder had to do was listen to Mark Breeden. Breeden was a great amateur and an average pro, but he had one of the best jabs in the business. Now, he did have one of the best jabs. We were just talking about him the other day. I was in training camp with Mark Breeden. All he had was the right hand, and he had a good jab. and you know, he got exposed. I love him. We was in camp together. He's a nice guy.
Mhm.
And Deontay Wilder fights just like Mark Breland.
Okay.
He do the jab, then drop the right hand. But they both of them didn't have defense. So what was the question? All Wilder had was listen to Mark. If he had listened to Mark, I don't think that Mark he did know some stuff, but you only know as much as how your skills are. He only do the right hand and he jabs. So that's all he probably could tell Wilder. I think that Wilder needed other people, but the way his skills was in the ring, I don't think that he was taught a lot of things, slipping, because all he did was stand there. He threw his punches off.
You didn't see him do a lot of slipping or movement,
No.
head movement at all.
Right.
So when punches came, he was fighting fighters that really weren't throwing a lot of hard punches at him because they were so in fear of that right hand coming back at him.
That makes a lot of sense.
That makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So Deontay Wilder depended on his right hand all the time, and so people were scared of that. But if he would have built up a lot of other things, he would still be champion.
And if he worked on defense a little bit better.
If he worked on defense, yeah. So I think that you wear glasses. You too young to be Wilder and Ernie. Oh, we missed that. Okay, Coach Confidence. They were measured and they were small. Okay, Coach Confident. Both had advantages and disadvantages. Small hands are sharper, good for knocking people out. Big hands are good for doing damage, breaking bones. It's not the hands, it's the skills.
It's the skill.
It's the skills.
It's your ability to deliver the shot by using your torso and using your other body attributes.
Which a lot of boxers
Coming from
they
the
don't.
leg.
Yeah. Twisting from the
down on
leg.
your punches.
Sitting down on your punches.
Yeah.
And these are a lot of things that a lot of these boxers don't use. And the coaches don't be telling them. Both had advantages and disadvantages. Small hands. No, we went through that one. Okay, Coach Confidence. I don't know what you mean by big hands. I have long fingers. Okay. Danger. I mean hell. I have small hands, but I have one punch KO power. So I guess you're right when it comes to that. Okay. It says Terry, let's go, Unc. What's up, Terry? That's my nephew from Youngstown, Ohio. Don King's camp is like 30 minutes away, and he's giving a shout out. That's my nephew, Terry.
Okay. What's up, Terry?
Yeah, he's from Youngstown, and I got a daughter from Youngstown. They down in Georgia now, in India. Danger. You measure the size of. Why they keep talking about hands, champ?
I have no idea.
I know. No disrespect. And he says you measure the size by your hands by wrapping a tape measure around your fist. Huh? What is he trying to say? You measure your size of your hand. Oh, I see what he's saying. Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. If you have an opponent with small hands, don't take them lightly because of that.
Yeah, don't take them lightly. We got Coach Confidence. Yes, I know only. Okay, here you go. Coach Confidence. Yes, I know only George Foreman and Sonny Liston had exceptionally large hands. It helped with breaking bone, teeth, and just making their force spread out and blunt. That's blunt, right? You can see that. You wear glasses.
I wear glasses.
Man, you want to use these.
Glasses.
Yeah, you're a better reader than me.
Okay. Yes, I know only George Foreman and Sonny Liston had exceptionally large hands. It helps with breaking bones, teeth, and just making your force spread out and blunt.
You understand that one?
Not really. A lot of fighters have big hands, and I don't really think that means that they're going to be good fighters. I think a lot, again, we've been talking about a lot of technique. You just don't just go in and knock somebody out.
No, you got strategy.
Yeah, it's a strategy, and it's a way you can do it. And again, you're using your entire body, if you will, because the strength comes from the legs up,
Mm-hmm.
and you're sitting down in your punches, and you
twist, you
Yeah.
lever, and you left.
you
Yeah,
use the leverage.
you definitely have
Yeah.
to bend your knees.
Mhm.
All right, what we got now? Let me see. Let's see now. We're going back and forth. He's not you 10 years younger than me or something, right? Okay, you don't want to tell nobody your age. That's okay. You're right, Coach. Confidence may bad. My bad. I jumped the gun on that. Okay, it's more about your explosiveness. Now that I think about it, okay, same effect as gloves. Okay, the landlord. Here we go. Heck, Lennox Lewis made an entire career of his jab alone. Then he laughing, right? Then says, dude wasn't even that skilled. He just had it out of.
He's pretty skilled.
He just had it out of this world jab.
Yeah, he had a good jab, but he had other things to go with it too.
He did.
He had a really terrific right hand as well.
He did. So they was talking about the jab too.
If you don't believe me, ask Hasim Rahman.
But you know he hooked that overhand.
Yeah, he did.
He hooked him. Okay, you got danger. Manny Pacquiao was small, but he was very explosive. Now I'm gonna say something real quick about Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao didn't fight like a boxer. He kept on straight hands like this. He never turned nothing this way. So now they talking about Freddie Roach. I hate to talk about Freddie Roach. I love this brother, but he made Freddie Roach bigger than what Freddie Roach is. I'm sorry, guys. If you like Freddie Roach, I do too. But by him being in Manny Pacquiao corner, he made Manny Pacquiao made Freddie Roach bigger than what he was. I hate to talk about people. And now you got people in England sending their boxers to Freddie. It's okay. But Freddie got hit a lot. And I feel bad that he's in the situation he is, but I was just speaking the truth. I like Freddie. I like him. I met him. I think we were in England, and I went to go put my hand out. He turned and walked away because I think I was telling Barry McGuigan that I don't think Freddie Roach is the greatest trainer that they say he is, and he got really offended. Barry McGuigan, and so Barry McGuigan was like upset with me, and I think he told Freddie Roach. So the next time I saw Freddie, he like turned away from me. But I didn't mean no harm. I'm just doing what we doing.
You're expressing your opinion.
Yeah. Let's go on. Where we going now? Okay. How do you fight? How do you fight Wilder? How do you fight Wilder? To me, that's easy. All you gotta do is keep your hands up and walk straight to him. In my opinion, what you think? Because he don't really have that much.
I would agree.
Block his right hand and the fight is won.
Cut off his distance because that's what he needs. He's going to need distance to land
that is a
big
fact.
Right hand. And if you can get inside that distance and cut it off when he's set to
that makes a lot of sense.
You can beat him.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. If you take that away, you could be reading with it too. If you take that right hand away, the fight is won. Yeah. Now all they had to do was strengthen his jab and his defense, and he would still be champion. What's the matter with you, boxing world?
And also turn like somebody like Wilder, you have to turn him away from that right hand.
I would just block it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, block it too, but then turn him. Pivot away from that right hand.
Oh, when you get in close.
Yeah, make him turn.
Yeah, when you get in close. You're talking about defending against it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just telling you this too.
Yeah.
All you got to do is block it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. Now, you get inside, you can turn. He can't hit you because his arms is kind of long. But in my opinion, we all got him. I would just block it. If you practice for a whole month blocking that right hand, I guarantee you when you fight, you'll get rid of it. And then his confidence is going to go away. We did the same thing with Larry Holmes. We blocked his jab 2 months. We got all these sparring partners throwing jabs at me. I was getting tired of it. And it was so easy. I just started slipping in the fight afterwards. So you just got to get rid of your opponent's strength while you're in training. And once you get rid of their strength, the fight is barely won, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
where we at now?
We got
You can see.
Hi, Tim, legend and 2-time champion of the world. Somebody said you were really good, but you struggled with your defense.
Hey, you telling a story.
No, it says right there. Look at it. Read it. Read it.
No, well, hold up. I know fighters
You-
that struggle with their defense.
Hold on.
They're not walking and talking too well.
Right.
Yeah, hold on. Read it. What does it say?
You must be not a boxer. You were really good, but you struggled with your defense. You must be not a boxer, or you just want us to joke.
Is he smoking?
Yeah.
Hey, Tim.
What?
He's smoking.
I was trolling the champ over
You
here.
did that.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, go subscribe to that channel.
So we almost finished.
You, as long as you want to be
No,
on there.
man,
I
we
put
got
you
10
up
more
on it.
minutes. Me and Charlie
However
do.
you guys want along.
No, me and Charlie gonna do 10 minutes. That's all. We got 10 more minutes. Me and Charles. Tell him, Charles, how you fought. What handed are you? Right handed, left handed?
I'm both. I switched.
Ambidextrous. Yeah. Okay.
But usually I fought orthodox.
Okay.
Yeah.
That you felt more confident with that.
Mm-hmm. But I
Okay.
could easily turn southpaw. It really depended on the opponent. And the situation
Okay.
I was in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, we Philly guys, and I'm not saying we know more than all the other countries and states, but everybody want to come to Philly. You know, back then they would come to Philly and get that Philly thing. Like when I go to Sheffield in England, everybody keep talking about Philly. I go to Ireland, Philly, you know. And but when Floyd start winning, they would start sending people on the West Coast. Isn't Wilder a slugger? How can he have a good defense then? He would need to take some punches to land. You finished off the end of it. I'm gonna do the beginning. You don't have to take a punch to give one. Okay, that's bull. Just like when the trainers say, some of them trainers, so-called trainers say, what they say, your best defense is an offense. That is so stupid to tell a boxer. You know, go ahead and tell them.
I think your best defense is your defense.
Is your defense.
If you learn to like he was talking about, parry punches, slip and move, and you make that a habit to focus. You get in that ring and you gotta focus on your opponent. You can't let your mind drift about what you're gonna do to him.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to be focused on him, and then with your training, it should just come second nature to you.
With your training.
With your training.
Yup.
Exactly.
Now, who is this? How? Okay. Well, to keep going back, how can he have good defense then? Okay, it says coach and confidence says, isn't Wilder a slugger? Oh, did we do that one? How can he have good defense? I didn't say he had good defense. Then he would need to take some punches to. We just did that.
What they're saying is, if he's a power puncher, then he wouldn't have good defense because he's a power puncher. Like if you're a power puncher, you can't have good defense, but in a way you can.
No, the question to that is his trainer should have taught him defense. You could be a power puncher. What that has to do? Yeah, but what that has to do with it?
He was a power
puncher. Tyson had movement where he can't teach people. See, Tyson, you can't. It says best live ever. They're saying the best live. Coach confidence. Okay, let's go some more. Wasn't it Jorge Luis Gonzalez? I knocked him out in the fourth round, Jorge Luis Gonzalez. And what gave me energy was that he was acting arrogant. It wasn't like he was a big shot, and a lot of people didn't like him. I won the fans over early because of his attitude.
That's Jorge
Gonzalez did, a big tall guy.
Mm-hmm.
So
the ponytail.
Yeah, and I was really friendly with him afterwards because all he needed to do was change his attitude. Joe, wasn't it? Or okay, coaching confidence, like George Foreman as well. Okay, and it's got the landlord harassment channel. This one just for fans. How would you fight Bruce Lee? It's what's BTW.
Hey, Tim, tell him we did a video on it, right? We did a video
with Bruce Lee.
Hold on, we did a video on Bruce
Lee. Do some more. Get some more here. We do like 4 more, and then we're gonna leave, guys.
We did a video on Bruce Lee and about his power, and Tim did a breakdown of his ability to utilize his body.
Yeah. We're going to do 4 more, and then we're
Since
going to call
Tyson
it.
Tim,
had
you're in
good
charge,
defense.
man. You ask me.
Mike
I
from
just,
85 to 89 was barely ever touched.
Now say that again.
Mike had good defense. Mike Tyson had good defense.
Yeah.
Mike from 1985 to 1989 was barely ever touched.
Let me say real quick, and then you have yours. Now, I love the brother Mike. He was strong, but he was quick. So he won't be able to teach the hand movement like the old timer blocking. Because he was moved like this. See,
Yeah,
Mike
he
moved
could
like
style.
yeah. He moved like this, and to put his hands up. So he got out of trouble because he was quick.
Yeah.
But for
He
him to
didn't really
teach,
block a lot of shots.
no,
He mostly slipped
and move, yeah. So that's that
But
one.
but again, what
He
you
was
said,
strong too.
he had speed, and
Yeah.
when he was able to slip punches, he would make you pay, make you miss.
He will make you pay.
Yeah.
He will make you pay. So that was his method of defense. Go ahead, champ. We got a couple more.
Okay.
I mean Charlie.
Come on, Tim. Let the fans who it was you floored in sparring. Oh, let the fans know who.
No, I can't do that.
yeah, that one we can't. No,
I can't do that.
No, we can't. Actually, we can't for a lot of
If we could raise money up, it's a big name too. It's a big name, but we can't. He went down, and we had to help him up, and we start sparring and then after 5-7 seconds, my trainer said, "No, just leave it alone." But we can't do that unless you raise some money.
Yeah, we gotta raise some money.
That's really serious.
What do you think about this one?
Okay.
Mike had head movement and slip punches. When he lost the speed, he wasn't the same fighter.
I don't think that he lost his speed. It was his concentration and stuff like that. I don't think that he lost his speed. It was just mental status.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Because he himself said at one point, the hardest thing in the world is to be a multi-millionaire and get out of bed at 4 a.m. to go.
Is that what he said? Yeah.
So I mean, it's harder to stay on top once once you get there. It's just harder to do.
It is.
It's harder to maintain your focus. You got women here. You got
that's the number one. That's the number one problem
over here.
That's the number one.
That's the killer.
You living a good life.
I know that's the main one. And it's hard to sustain your championship once you get it. You got everybody coming after you. Got all these different things. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard, man. You got to stay in good shape.
Some fighters just want to prove it every time.
All right. He wearing glasses too.
Joe Joyce is the best HW at the moment. Change my mind. Heavyweight. Okay.
Change his mind.
Yeah.
Oh, tell him
says
different. Okay, so Joe, he's English, and he's big, and he's tall, and he's strong.
And he's young.
Yeah, he's young too. Well, no, he's 30.
Oh, he is?
He's something like that, late 20s or 30s. But this is what I've seen. I've seen basicness, number basic stuff. He's strong, and he don't get tired. But if there's somebody, in my opinion, out there that's got a little bit more skills, he could be in trouble. But I seen him. I don't think I ever met him before when I was over there. But he's big. He's like 6'8" or so. I don't know. He's tall. How tall is Joe Joyce, Brian? He's big. He might be taller than 6'8". I don't know. But
I got one.
Go ahead.
Tim and Charles. Question: should a boxer do a lot of leg workout with heavyweights? Because the power comes from the bottom up.
I think so. What do you think?
Should they do a lot of leg? What do they mean?
Leg workout with weights.
Building their legs out with weights.
I think they should lift weights, but those lifting those weights with your legs could make your legs sluggish. So you need time to loosen them up. So if you lift weights with your legs, they're going to get muscles in them. And I don't think you want that much muscles in your legs. You do want muscle in them, but that'll slow you down. The weights will slow you down in the movement with your legs. You got to do a lot of stretching, but I don't think that'll help you in terms of like defensively moving out the way or anything like that.
Maybe
Yeah,
they
see-
talk about power punching, Tim. What do you think about
No,
that?
no,
Power
it's the
punching?
bending your knees and twisting.
Okay.
Bending your knees and twisting and landing the punch.
Okay. I've never seen a slugger with great defense. People like George Foreman, Sonny Liston, they would need to have
He's right.
a chin since they were in the mind or in the mid range. I look up slugger type, and they need a good chin.
That's a good question.
No, he has a point there. That is a good question too. Yeah, most of your guys that wasn't that strong had a good chin. Now, Sonny Liston, I don't know, man. I seen some videos. You might have seen some too. George got off the canvas. He had a pretty good chin. He had a pretty good chin. Sonny Liston too.
Sonny Liston never really did get his chin tested that much, did he? I
Oh,
he
you
fought-
mean
he
Ali
fought-
did that
he fought-
punch?
Well, he fought Big Cat Williams, right?
Yeah, Big
And
Cat.
that was and that was like rock'em sock'em in the first couple of rounds. But Big Cat had him rocked a few times.
But you older than me. I didn't see that fight. I was young then. Big Cat, yeah, Big Cat.
Williams back in
Big
the day.
Cat, yeah. He fought Sonny Liston.
Mhm. But Sonny Liston knocked him out twice. I
Okay.
think the first or second round for each time. But it was a rock'em sock'em kind of, back and forth kind of fight. Could have went either way.
Okay, could win either way, yeah.
So I don't really think Sonny really got his chin tested all that much.
No, well, that
especially
there,
when he was
that fight
champion.
where Ali fought him, everybody think that was the mystery punch, and that
When
when
the
he
second one,
Yeah,
when
the
he
shadow
knocked Sonny
punch,
Liston out, yeah.
the second fight.
So a
They
lot of
slowed
people-
it down.
Ah.
They showed it actually hit him.
It did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
backing
showed it.
up, boom.
Backing up.
So what do you think about that? You think that would be a shot that would like take somebody out? Like
Nah, not like I don't think so.
I just couldn't see it happening.
They took a lot from Ali. If Ali really, they just took a lot out of Ali from him doing a knockout. They took a lot from him by saying that he really didn't hit him. So so Ali jumped,
The phantom punch.
but the way
Yeah,
Ali,
phantom punch.
the way that Ali moved his movement and threw the punch, it didn't look like it was a hard punch. But with a guy like Sonny Liston with a strong body, go down with a punch like that, and it's like that. It wasn't a punch like that. It was
So
a
he's moving away, so
and
he
throw the
could
punch.
have thrown very hard
Ali,
punch
my
because he
man. I
didn't
don't
have
want to
the
talk
base
too
for it.
much
I
about
think he
that.
caught him right on the
I
chin.
think
What
Sonny
do you
Liston
think, Jeff?
I didn't want to fight that night.
Like who is just here? What's his name?
Savage Life Boxing.
Thank you, Savage Light Boxing. We really appreciate it. We're gonna have a lot of good stuff coming on, so just stay tuned, okay?
Did he
I
donate?
appreciate your donation.
Oh man.
If they donated.
Yeah, great. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
If they donated, right?
I,
Yeah, that's what they did.
it looks like.
We're gonna have a lot of good stuff on our channel and everything. So
Oh, $9.99.
Yeah,
He really
thank you.
donated.
thank you. We're gonna have a lot of good stuff. You just stay tuned to us. We're gonna have a lot of good stuff where you don't want to go search nowhere else. You might, but we're gonna have a lot of good stuff for you guys. Go ahead.
Acknowledge that.
What's that? You gotta read. Okay.
You
It says,
do
love the stream, guys. Okay, Danger. We just need all you guys to follow us because we have good stuff and we have people. We got a team that's really brilliant, and we know a lot of stuff. I know there's a lot of other people talking stuff on the internet, different styles, different this, but we got some pretty accurate stuff with us, and we got a good team. Okay, and looking forward to you guys. Tuning in.
Yep.
Love the stream, guys. Yeah, we're gonna be frequent with this. We need to clone you, Tim. Hey, yo, boy,
There you
I
go.
got you back, Pino.
They want to make
Aren't
another
you
one
about
of you. They're
22
ready.
years old? Next heavyweight champion.
Yeah, they need the next one.
Who is this? Liston got hit by a punch he didn't see. Ali countered Liston over the top of his jab while moving backwards. So what do you think about what do you think about that? What's that? Khan Shanery?
Oh, that's your buddy, man.
Yeah,
the
I
guy
know.
changes his name.
He tried to start stuff.
Hey, you can only instigate him if you keep donating.
Marty. Oh, that's right.
That's
Marty
the guy who
Marshall.
donates all the time.
Marty Marshall broke Sonny's jaw, and he fought on. I did too. No. Wait a minute. Lightning Bob Smith broke my jaw. Wait a minute, something else happened. And I broke my hand and I kept on going. But this sparring partner broke my jaw, and I was teaching him, and I opened my mouth and I said, and he hit me. Boom. We was in the ring sparring. Colin Charnery, Sonny Liston could be frustrated and out-willed. Ali proved that he later quit when he getting outboxed by Leotis Martin. Okay. Liston got hit by a punch. He didn't. We already went through that one. We didn't see Ali countered Liston over the top of his jab. Yup, by moving away. Joe Marty. Okay, we went there. Marty Marshall broke Sonny's jaw and he fought on. Okay, that's this. Love the stream, guys. We got it. We need to clone you, Tim. Let's keep going.
I got a question for you, Tim.
Go ahead.
Since you
Great
mentioned
show.
it.
Thank you.
What do you think about guys who are in the gym training or working the bag or working the pads, and every time they throw, they're making a lot of noise?
Man,
Some of them don't realize they're doing it.
That one
Damn,
right there.
he calling me out.
What do you say?
Damn.
That's
him.
right.
I'm talking about fighters that's trying to train for.
Sometimes they naturally do it. Sometimes they naturally do.
But don't you, when you're fighting, don't you wear a mouthpiece? And isn't that like, if you make a habit of doing that, won't you more than likely open your mouth sometimes in the ring when you should keep it closed? Biting down on the mouthpiece means you can't go because you biting down on the
Yeah, I
mouthpiece.
didn't realize that. No, I know. I ain't biting down.
How did you break you said that like your mouth was open when you?
No, I was talking to him.
Yeah,
You were
when your mouth open, right?
I was showing this kid. I was showing Lightning Bob, who's a good. He was a good boxer. He passed away. God bless him. I was talking to him, and he hit me. And then he hit me and broke it right here. I heard this noise, woo, and I was like, "What the hell was that?" When he hit me, I heard woo, and I said, "What?" And then I just moved on. I kept moving this box, and then I said, "Nah, something wrong. There's something wrong." And then I got out, and then we went to the hospital, and they said it was cracked right down here. Yup, they said it was cracked. They love the stream. We're gonna make it bigger and better for you guys. We need to clone you, Timmy. Great show. Thank you, Sean. I don't change my name. I'm the same guy. He laughing. Jonathan Drewberry. We got to get way more fans onto the Spoon live stream.
Yeah.
Right. We're trying to do that. We coming kind of late. I believe I have a lot of knowledge, and the people that surround us do. And I think we bring a lot to the table, and hopefully we can get a lot of people working with us so we can build our situation up also. What's that? It's a play on
Tell
words.
them to put it on their Facebook. Put it on
your Facebook.
Yeah,
put it on. Just help us out. My
Spread
name is actually Sean. It's a play word. Cheers, boy. Oh, he's from England.
And tell them
Iris
tomorrow, Tim. You're going to be on tomorrow.
We're going to be on tomorrow.
At
Yes.
5 o'clock. We got.
Who we
We
have?
got the Kung Fu. We have Wing Chun guy.
We got Wing Chun, Kung Fu, Light- Light Burley. We're gonna have something tomorrow. Bryant our market director, the guy that marketing everything. He's doing a hell of a job. We'll get it done.
Yep.
We'll make sure we're on it. So we get ready to we're gonna answer 3 more, and then we're gonna close the shop, guys. Okay. So here, can you read?
Sure.
Because you was watching it.
Okay.
You was watching it.
So where do we leave off?
Just come down in
there's-
here and pick one.
Sean, what do you think is the best? What do you think is the best white heavyweight?
It has to be Fury. I guess he's the only left.
In terms
of all time.
In terms of skills, you know what? In terms of skills, I like Jerry Corey in his heart. Jerry Cooney was pretty cool. I don't know. Back in the day, back in the 20s and stuff, those guys to me didn't have skills, but they had strength. They ate good food. The food and everything back then.
You talking about Dempsey like that?
Dempsey and them. They were stronger, but they didn't have skills. They walk up to you like this.
For my money, the best heavyweight champion that was white.
Yeah.
You can't overlook Rocky Marciano.
Yo,
Rocky
was tough. Yeah, Rocky was tough.
Here's a heavyweight champion.
He right about that. He right
in that time.
Yes.
He's 185 pounds.
Yeah.
He fought fighters that were well over 200 pounds.
He was strong.
And he was powerful. And he was able to knock
Rocky Marciano.
Yeah, Rocky Marciano. And he had such a unique style that it was so difficult for him.
That's Frank. That's part of the team. That's Frank there.
Mm-hmm. And if you go back and look at Spence's last fight with Ugas, Errol Spence, when he fought Ugas, he had a style that was reminiscent of Rocky Marciano because he was fighting a taller guy, but he was making a lot of deep hip bend movements, like Rocky Marciano did. And that
not Spence, the other guy. You talking about Spence? Spence was doing that.
Spence was doing that. If you go back and look at that fight, and that is a very difficult kind of fighter to catch.
And you know, Rocky was strong as hell.
He was very strong.
He was very strong. And when he broke bones, all right, we're gonna do 2 more, and then we out.
Okay. Jerry Cooney was a converted southpaw who only had a left hook.
Listen, let me say something about that real quick, and then you add in. Now, we had a question when I was his sparring partner. We had a question about was he left-handed or right-handed. He fought right-handed, but I knew he was left. He would lean down and whip that uppercut. He would hit people with it. So Jerry Cooney is left-handed, but he fought right-handed. And some people think he was right-handed, but I knew he wasn't because he really killed you with that left. That left. What you know about him? What did you know?
I don't really know a lot about Jerry Cooney other than he was a very, very tough fighter.
We're gonna take one more question and then we're gonna, because we got a lot of work to do tomorrow with boxing.
Okay. What about Tommy Morrison? He was super good and white.
Listen, Tommy Morrison to me had a lot of skills. He had skills. He threw punches. He reminded me a little bit of Tyson, but I'm just saying he maneuvered. He was tough and he was strong. But his chin got tested when he fought Ray Mercer.
Well, I remember talking to Ray Mercer after that.
Oh
fight.
yeah.
And you know what Ray said? Ray said that he had to hurry up and get rid of
because Tommy hit him hard.
If he didn't, he knew that Tommy might could get him.
Right.
That's what he told me.
Right. Tommy Morrison can really punch. But I guess that chin, he caught him with that shot. Ray caught him with that one shot. I do believe Tommy could take a better punch than when Ray hit him. It's just that Ray caught him at the right time.
Just didn't see it.
Yeah, Ray caught him at the right time.
Those
so
shots that
one more quick question about Tommy Morrison. We were talking and we did a podcast. I think Frank was there, and his ex-girlfriend, his former girlfriend, got on a podcast saying that he didn't have AIDS. He think that the government, and I was saying, why would the government do something to the great white hope? I'm just talking. He's a white hope, and why would the industry do something to somebody that he's white and he's gonna make it good for the white race and stuff. He's a white, but he's a down to earth brother though. He like everybody. But why would they do that to him? So she was on there talking about he didn't get. This is new, guys. I was on a podcast where Tommy Morrison's wife or I think it was his girlfriend, he got married to her, was saying she had all these papers. She's putting them in front of the podcast saying that he didn't have AIDS and he died. So I was confused with that. I'm not going to talk too much about that because I'm not going to talk. You could.
I have no.
No, I'm just
I have
saying.
no knowledge of.
And we did the podcast, and she's saying she has proof he didn't die of AIDS. And I got kind of creepy. I was like, oh shit. I hung out with him. Excuse my language. I hung out with him in England. We had events over there. We did like 5 events together. He's a really cool dude, man.
Yeah.
I like the way he act. He walked around, and so. But now they saying he didn't have AIDS.
They were saying he was like John Wayne's nephew.
Yeah, John Wayne's nephew. Yeah. So in the future, I'm sure they're going to be mentioning something about that. His wife got proof that he didn't have AIDS. So y'all guys just tune into that.
He was pretty good in the Rocky movie too.
Yeah. He was in a Rocky movie. You're from South Philly.
Oh, me and him would have had to fight for the title or something. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm the real 2-time heavyweight from Philly, and I was born like I told everybody. I'm from South Philly. Let's close it out. We would like to thank all you guys. Thank all you guys for tuning in with us. Luke. Yo, Brian, come on here.
All right, I'm coming.
Yo,
Yeah,
Luke.
come on, Brian.
We're eating shrimp.
Get the
Listen,
front.
look
get
forward.
the front seat.
Guys, I really appreciate you coming. This is Brian. Sit down, Brian. This is Brian.
We were just eating shrimp. Sorry, I got shrimp.
This is Brian. This is the guy that's marketing everything. He's doing a hell of a job. So if you have anything to add to this channel or call, get in contact with Brian.
Yes, you can PREMOLAR the number 7 at gmail.com, premolar7@aol.com. I'll put it out there. You can email me. You can call me too. I don't care. Like 3 in the morning. I have no life. If you want to call me up and be like, hey, I got an idea and it's 3 in the morning.
Okay.
This is what I do. I have no life. But
we're helping boxers out.
We are.
He's putting a whole bunch of boxers together. This is going to be something that you haven't seen in a long time. Serious. So stay tuned to.
I don't know. This guy Sean Khan, sorry, me and him, we might have to go.
He says laughing out Bruce. Oh, okay.
Bruce and then Sean. It's more Khan Seanery. I don't know, man. Tim's training me defense, man. So
his elbow was up too high when he was doing it.
Oh, shoot.
That was
See?
good.
Sean, I'm
went
already
like that. No, it's supposed to be
Khan
like that.
Seanery. You better watch out. I'm getting in there. I'll be like, shit, I am.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Look forward to our next event, next show. We got all the knowledge. We not got everything, but we got more than the rest of those guys.
A lot of good things gonna happen. We're working with lots of people. Look, we're gonna have many legends on the show. We're helping them build. Please go to if you see there'll be a link. I'll put a link to Marlon Starlin has a YouTube channel. We're gonna have Michael Nunn. You're gonna have many of them. Go support their channels because they're gonna give information. We're archiving the knowledge. Yep. Sugar Ray
Seals.
We're gonna archive their knowledge, their history, their stories. Let's get it out there. We got to just bring them onto the online platform. We need your support. We need you guys to help them out. They need this. They really
tell
do.
them about the guys over there.
Which one?
The Africa.
Oh yeah, we have a group of fighters. I'll put this on the community page. This is free of charge. He is helping out these poor fighters over in Gambia, Africa, who don't have access to a lot of the things they need. Tim has volunteered. We're going to train.
We are.
Well, you're the
okay.
Nobody wants to learn my fighting skills. I'm just you're going to lose. But he's going to be training them online in the beginning. Then they're going to come over here. They have a charity they're working with, and they're going to come over here and they're going to actually train live with him. So probably 4 months of learning online with Tim. He'll do live feeds. If you look, we actually do train fighters. I put a few videos out. You'll see Tim up in the corner, and they're boxing, shadow boxing, hitting heavy bags. He's going to be watching them. Follow that. It's going to be exciting. You want to learn some real insight? When this man's watching you do your stuff, that's where all the secrets start coming out. We're gonna and then follow them, and it's going to be great things.
I don't know everything, but I know enough. Thank you, everybody. We love you.
Thanks,
night.
everyone. Yep. Good night.
night.
We're out. Say, Charles. Say goodbye,
Say
Charles.
goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah.
That was
Charles.
pretty good.
Yep.
That was good. Charles, give me